I see somebody is watching, so make sure to say hi in the comments. Tonight we're doing a little bit different recipe. This is a chicken dip. It's Honey Sriracha Chicken Dip. So it's a takeoff of buffalo wing dip, but it's Honey Sriracha instead. And you can serve it cold or hot. And I'm going to show you how to make it here real quick. So we are actually going to do almost this entire thing in the stand mixer here. And this is one of those tricks that I can't believe I was as old as I was when I learned how to shred chicken in a stand mixer, but it saves so much time. And so this is just 2 boneless chicken breasts that I cooked in the pressure cooker this afternoon to have ready for this recipe. Really, I think you only need 1. It calls for 2 cups of shredded chicken, and I think this is going to make more than 2 cups. But a couple things I wanted to share with you. First of all, as usual, I forgot to thaw the chicken. So when you have a pressure cooker like our multi-cooker, you can put your chicken in frozen, add some water, and just put it for an extra 10 minutes or so on the chicken setting, and it'll come out beautifully. So this is super helpful for those of us who forget to thaw things. Second is that there's a lot of chicken broth left in this pan. I don't know if you can see that. So we're going to just pour it in here and stick it in my refrigerator. It'll keep in your fridge for a couple of days, or you can always pop it in the freezer, but this will be awesome to use next time I make rice or some sort of thing that calls for chicken broth. So homemade, just like that, so easy. All right, so we have our chicken in the mixer here, and we're simply going to turn it on. And we're going to put it to this custom setting of just 1 and let it go for about 30 seconds. This is magic. So much easier than using a fork and knife or a shredding tool or something like that. All right. This is so great. We're going to make the whole recipe in this stand mixer, the whole thing. And then some. So there's our shredded chicken. So we're just going to take this measuring cup, measure out 2 cups, and then I'm just going to put the rest in another container, pop it in the fridge, and put that on my salad for lunch tomorrow. All right, so now in the same bowl, because it's all going in the same thing, we can just go ahead and get our cream cheese and sour cream mixture together. So we're just plopping in 8 ounces of softened cream cheese. Now, friends, if you're like me, sort of like the frozen chicken, right? If it isn't really super softened, don't worry about it. The beater's going to do all the work. And now we have a cup of sour cream. So we have our cream cheese, we have our sour cream in here. We are going to mix those together, and along with some green onions. So I'm just going to put this right over in here. Now, my husband wanted me to show you this because it is kind of a big deal. He went to the store for me today, and at my favorite store, got these green onions for $1.49. And then he went to Aldi's and got this package of green onions for 99 cents. He's like, yeah, why aren't we shopping there more? So I've already rinsed the favorite ones. So we're going to just slice these up. There is, unfortunately, no other good way to do this than with a knife. I have all kinds of great slicing tools I can talk to you about, but you kind of need a knife. And a chef's knife, as you can see, actually makes the job go really quickly. And it's all about just rocking the blade on the cutting board and keeping your fingers out of the way. There is a scene in the movie Julia that I love, where Julia Child's teaching herself how to chop onions using a chef's knife, and it's a classic. If you've never seen it and you want a good laugh, you can probably find it on YouTube. Okay, we're adding all the seasoning stuff. So we have sour cream, cream cheese, green onion. We've got some honey sriracha seasoning, honey, and soy sauce. So our honey sriracha seasoning, we need 2 tablespoons. One, two, By the way, this cap measures 2 tablespoons. So if I'd been thinking, I would have just measured in the cap. We have a tablespoon of soy sauce right here. And then I had to heat my honey up. So I'm really glad my husband wasn't in the room when I said that. But it was all crystallized, so I put it in a pot of hot water. So now it's really, really ready to go. And then we're gonna just mix this all together for about a minute. On the cream setting. So if you're not familiar with our mixer, it has different settings with presets. And what makes them really useful and helpful is they work up to a speed. So if you have it on the cream setting, like I have it here, even though it's just for a minute, it's going to start slow and then it's going to go faster. And that keeps your stuff from flying out of the bowl. We've all had that happen, right? Using a stand mixer where the flour or whatever, it just goes flying. And so this keeps that from happening. You're going to see it's going to start to speed up here in just a minute. All right. So I've got a chunk of cheddar. The recipe calls for Monterey Jack. I forgot to have my husband pick up the Monterey Jack. This is cheddar. You can pretend. And I have to tell you, this is our incredibly old grater that I had given to my husband. I sent our new grater to Uganda a few months ago when I went over, and it was unavailable to order. It is available now. I just keep forgetting to order a new one. And my husband was about losing his mind, not having a coarse grater in the house. And then he remembered that I had given him this one to take to work, only apparently he never did. And it was in the basement. So this grater is literally 20 years old, and you can see how it works still so well. I know it's 20 years old because it came out when we were still living in town, and we've been in this house over 20 years. So the only reason I wasn't using it in the kitchen anymore is because Pampered Chef upgraded the style and the new grater has an easier handle to work with and things like that. So, so anyway, but it's sort of like when I pull out my really old whisk that's, over 30 years old and it still looks like new. I kind of like having a reason to show you my awesome grater that after 20 plus years still grates my cheese beautifully. Grates your cheese better than your knuckles. That's always, my thing. That's what you want. And I'm just gonna give this a little wipe around. I think it'll incorporate once I put the cheese and the chicken in, but I don't know, habit, I guess, right? So we're gonna put the cheese in. 4 ounces, I have no idea if that was 4 ounces, but it's a chicken wing dip, right? So who cares? So there's some really handy tips on the recipe page, and I will send you the link if you want it, so just let me know. And one of those tips was to use rotisserie chicken if you have that on hand. So that would be a quick step. If you don't have time to cook up some chicken, just pick up a rotisserie. And now we're gonna just let this all mix together. And then we're going to try a sample of it cold, and then I'm going to actually put it in the air fryer to toast. And I would love to know whether you would want it cold or hot. There's just something about chicken wing dip that in my mind it needs to be hot. But this is actually designed to serve either hot or cold. So in the recipe, you'll see that it uses the on-the-go bowl. So this is the large one with the lid. But this recipe is designed to fit in the smaller one. I used these a couple weeks ago. I made the dill potato salad, and if you did not get that recipe from me, either in a text message or through Facebook Messenger or something, please let me know. I would love to get it to you as my gift to you for just watching me, being my friend. But I took the potato salad in this bowl to church, and it kept it cold for hours, and I was so pleased with it. And I love the fact that it comes with this pod that you pop off and you can put your serving spoon on it. so that you're super, you have a place. There's never a good place for the serving spoon, right? So this would go in here to be served cold, or you can do what I'm going to do. You can heat it up and put it in here hot, and it will keep food hot. So it's actually on the recipe how to heat it if you want it hot, and it's $3.75 for 20 to 30 minutes. But because this is an air fryer, it's so much more compact. I'm starting with 15 minutes, and then we'll see if it's done. We want to spread it in a baker, and I am loving the fact that this round deep dish baker, that's like a classic. Like this was in, not this one, but this style pan was in my starter kit when I started my business way back in the mid-90s. And this fits beautifully in our air fryer. It's like perfect. It's so perfect for so many things, including this. So we're gonna just spread this in here. And sprinkle some more cheese over the top. And stick it in the toaster, in the air fryer. I'm sorry, not the toaster oven. And we're gonna put some more cheese on top before we put it in. And then when you go to serve it, you can slice up more of those green onions and sprinkle them over the top, and it's just a whole lot of yum, right? But I'm excited. It was good cold. I can only imagine how yummy it's gonna be hot. Now again, if you wanted to serve it in hot in the to-go bowl, you would not bake it in the to-go bowl. Those are not oven safe. The dip is in the air fryer doing its thing right now, and that is pretty much it for tonight, you guys. So if you have any questions about this recipe or anything else that's going on, please make sure you just let me know. One more thing, for those of you who love Double Free Product Month, it starts on Monday. My average host during Double Free Product Month earns over $400 in free products. So if that sounds good to you, if there's something you've had your eye on that you'd like to get for free, like this, sometimes I think people are like, oh, if it's, 60% off is a great price, but that's still out of my budget right now. You could get this for free. You could get the air fryer for free. You could get the cooking blender for free, the coffee maker for free. There are so many things that would fall within that $400 free product umbrella, and I would love to help you get them in your kitchen for the summer. So let me know if you'd like more information about that. I'm going to sign off for now, and I hope you have a great night.